Hey there, good morning, I'm John. Today is Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. Welcome to my daily vlog, my regular daily stand-up where I talk about what I've been doing next and how it's going. Trying to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. Kind of a weird day yesterday, but an interesting day. So it was Tuesday, of course, so we did the podcast edit live on Twitch. Had about 30 people come through over the course of a couple of hours as I took the raw audio and turned that into a completed episode. I had already prepped, I did a lot of prep a couple days leading up to it, unlike the previous week, where I had, had the commercials set up and I had the layout ready. Had the graphics done and everything. The only thing left to do today is to wrap up the publishing on that, which I'll talk about in just a second. That's on today's list. I had said yesterday I was going to focus on the long form to hopefully get out sometime today. However, things changed. As you know, always keep my ear to the ground. I had one of our viewers and followers, a friend of mine, write to me and say, hey, did you see this other press? Yesterday was the official press release for the Spectrum from Retro Games Limited, and it was kind of sucking up all the air in the room. But I had not seen this other announcement that Digital Eclipse had announced their third Gold Master series that's going to be all about Tetris for its 40th anniversary. And as I quickly said, I think a video about this is appropriate. You know, it's not Atari specifically, but it's certainly adjacent to that. Digital Eclipse is owned by Atari. The Gold Master series has been great. So I did very quickly knock out a video on that yesterday. I would say, oh goodness, probably 2.5 hours or so is all that I took from reading the press release, gathering images, writing, publishing, all that kind of stuff. Because remember, I had an afternoon errand. So I got that out. Overnight, that has done about 1,300 views. It will continue. So that item comes out sometime in November, I think. So that video as a news item will be pertinent for another 2.5, 3 months or so. September, October, yeah, it's 2 months at least. So we ought to see that grow a bit too. Then, as I mentioned, I had to leave for an errand about 3:30 in the afternoon. I left, but while I was gone, my day had largely wrapped up. While I was gone, we got an email from New Wave Toys. George emailed me and said, hey, did you see this? And what they often do is they'll show a silhouette of the new cabinet they're going to do. That's the company that makes the 1/6 scale arcade machines. I was driving, so I hadn't seen it yet. So when I got home, started digging, doing a little research. I had thought to myself, well, tomorrow, put a pin. They're going to announce what the machine is today at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. And I thought to myself, well, today, Wednesday morning, I'll make a quick video about this, or what we think it might be. And it occurred to me that I'm throwing away half of the life of that video, because if I do a video speculating what I think this is going to be and I release it at, noon at best, we get up in the morning, 10, 11, noon, then it's going to be dead by 4 in the afternoon. It's got like 4 hours before it's worthless. So I said, okay, I'd already taken out my contacts even, so I came in to shoot another video speculating on that, where I couldn't see the screen because my contacts are out. And I knocked that out as well. It's just a speculation thing that what cabinet we think they're going to announce today based on the shape that they teased. That video is just under 1,000 views. It might get a couple more in the next few hours leading up to the reveal. But it just occurred to me that if I'm going to take the time to do it, why take half of its life away by waiting and doing it this morning? So I got that out about 9 o'clock last night. So I made up for the time that I took off early in the evening by knocking out another long form. And while that's, it's of little value in about 6 hours, it's a free 2,000 views or so. So free, I say. It was low effort. It took me about an hour to knock that out from writing to publishing. So, okay, let's talk about stats. So stats are starting to level out a little bit, I think. Not level out is not a good or bad thing, but we had the super spikes or whatever, so it's come down off the spikes from the weekend. I have another weekend coming, though, luckily. So we have a little chart here. I would like to be ideally at or above this middle mark, which is 50 subscribers and 10,000 views average over the last 7 days. And we are down a little bit, but still well over our target at 12,000 views average over the last 7 days. And on the chart, we are at 88 subscribers average over the last 7 days. We've leveled out at around between 70 and 100 views, and they seem to be almost entirely organic, meaning not all promo. There's still some promo running, but it's not crazy anymore. It's kind of leveled off, but it seemed like it's primed the pump because we're getting a lot more natural subscribers. That has put us at 88, as I said, for the day. So I said making about 100 a day. Did we make a new milestone? We did. Yesterday we're at 56,000 even. Today we're at 56,100 and about a quarter, I think, last time I looked. So moving on up to that next milestone. So talk about today. As I mentioned, I need to get the podcast fully published. I was waiting on Mo to do the show notes. I marked up the commercials. I get all that done. That'll take me maybe half an hour. I have a noon meeting with one of our partners talking about upcoming plans. Someone I talk to online all the time in text, but I haven't spoken to before, so we're going to talk today at noon. And then I have what was going to be planning yesterday. They got very busy. Is more planning today for the rest of the week. I have 2 more videos planned for the week. I'm going to work on graphics for the Friday plays, which is going to be written and shot tomorrow. I'm sorry, it's going to be shot and edited tomorrow to members on Thursday, published on Friday, and then start some gathering of data, which I've already kind of done. Remember I said I don't necessarily do an essay every Saturday, but if I have an idea for one, the perfect slot is to work on them on Friday when the Friday plays is already done. I have an idea for one. I'm just making some notes as I'm noodling around in my head, start working on the writing and graphics for that as well. That'll fill a Wednesday, a hump day. I think, I don't think I have another, really what you might have seen me do yesterday, I'm starting to buy into something I've always realized, is that not every video must be a huge production. Even the quick video I knocked out last night about the prediction for Replicate that got 1,000 views, even that took me an hour, and it was like 4 minutes and no writing, just extemporaneously talking, but then I have to edit and put graphics over it to make it not just a boring talking head. There's a certain threshold of production that I need to have on it, but not every video need be a multi-day production. So I'm trying to overcome the stats disappointment we had over the last month. It's getting better now with volume. You can try to beat it with quality, but if you can't get people in the door, the quality doesn't matter. So I'm trying to push out more volume, not saying I'm doing, low effort videos, but certainly I've talked about that before, but more low production, not 1,000 moving parts, but moreover like an essay where I write about a 10-minute kind of outline or script, and I read that and talk about it and cover it up with stuff. Things like that can get views just like high production things, but intersperse them because there are more high production things coming. We know all these products that are coming in the fall, so I'm trying to combat stats with extra volume of easy to produce videos, and that becomes something that hopefully I can continue to intersperse in my production library if it continues to work. So let me get after it then. On this Wednesday, I want to thank you, of course, for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, if you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much for being here. And so the new people, several new folks I've seen popping in over the last few days with so many kind words. And it's so, I always think we have this critical mass of everybody that's going to be here, and then we have this influx of another, dozen or so people, and out of that you end up with 2 or 3 that are really engaged and involved, and I get to know you in the comments, and it's really a happy side effect of this vlog. I said all that other stuff. Have a great Wednesday. Remember to do something good for yourself, of course, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.